So we have completed the first chapter, that is the electric charges and fields. Now we are moving on to our second chapter, that is electrostatic potential and capacitance. Okay, I hope that the first chapter is clear for you. Do you have any doubt? So in the first chapter, we were discussing about the electric charges and fields. And now we are moving to our second chapter, that is electrostatic potential and capacitance. The second chapter is about electrostatic potential and capacitance. Okay. So this chapter is actually the continuation of this first chapter. That is those terms that we were discussing in the first chapter, like electric field lines, electric flux, electric dipole, all these terms that we are used in this chapter also. So what do you want to do? So you please study the first chapter completely, then come to this lesson. Okay. So let us move to this chapter. Let us move to this chapter. In this chapter, we are studying about electrostatic potential and capacitance. Electrostatic potential and capacitance. So I think you are not much familiar about this term electrostatic, right? Did you heard about this term electrostatic? Yes.
It is the name of the chapter, right?
Yes, it is the name of the chapter. This is our second chapter, electrostatic potential and capacitance. Okay. Are you familiar with this term electrostatic? I think you are familiar about the term potential, right? You are in the 9th standard, we were already discussed about the potential energy and all. You heard about the term potential energy?
Yes.
Can you recall what you mean by potential energy then? Actually, the mechanical energy is classified into two. One is potential energy and other is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by the moving object. Then can you guess what you mean by potential energy?
And stationary.
Yes, it is the energy possessed by the position of the object, because it is the energy possessed by the object at rest. Such energies are called potential energy. So you are familiar with this term potential, but you are not much familiar about this term electrostatic. Actually, what do you mean by electrostatic? Electrostatic is a branch of physics. Electrostatic is a branch of physics which deals with the study of electric charges at rest. So what do you mean by electrostatic? Electrostatic is a branch of physics which deals with the study of electric charges at rest. Okay. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss about the electrostatic potential and capacitance. Electrostatic means it is the branch of physics which deals with the study of electric charges at rest. Clear? Okay. And you are familiar with the term potential. That is potential energy. It is the energy possessed by the molecule or the object, not molecule. It is the energy possessed by the object or the body due to its position. Actually, the mechanical energy is mainly classified into two, kinetic energy and potential energy. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by the object due to its motion. Potential energy is the energy possessed by the molecule by its position. And electrostatic means it is the branch of physics that is deals with the study of electric charges which is at rest. Okay. Now we want to study what do you mean by this term electrostatic potential. We know what is electrostatic now, and we know what you mean by potential. We know these two terms separately. Now we are comparing these two terms. We are just not comparing, we are combining. We are combining these terms electrostatic and potential together. We get electrostatic potential. So now we are going to see what do you mean by electrostatic potential. electrostatic potential. So this is the first topic that we are going to study in this lesson. What do you mean by electrostatic potential? So in order to explain this term, electrostatic potential, I consider some ideas that we were discussed in the last chapter. That is, here I consider a charge Q. I consider a charge Q. And around this charge Q is with a positive charge. Okay. This is a charge Q with a positive charge. Around this charge Q, I experiences some effects of forces of the charge. Then what we are calling that field, that space around the charge. Around this charge Q, I experiences some effects of charge. And we are used that space or region around the charge by a term. What is that?
Electric field.
Yes, very good. So around this electric charge, there is some electric field is present because it is this region of space around this charge Q where the effects of charge is felt, right? Now, I consider a point P. I consider a point P inside this electric field. Okay. First of all, I consider a positively charged Q, and around this positively charged Q, there exists an electric field. After that, I consider a point P inside this electric field. Now, the distance of separation between this charge Q and that of the point P is given by R. Okay, these are the conditions that we are already studied in the first chapter. We are just recall it. We are consider a positively charged Q, and around this, the region of space is known as the electric field. Inside the electric field, I consider another point P. The distance between this positively charged Q and that of the P, the point P is given by R. Now, I consider another point at infinity. I consider another point at infinity. So this is the third point I consider. Another point at infinity. And I place a unit positive test charge at infinity, that is plus 1 coulomb. I place a unit positive test charge plus 1 coulomb at infinity. Okay. Now, I want to bring this unit positive test charge plus 1 coulomb to P. Is it is possible? Can I pick this plus 1 coulomb charge from infinity to pole? Is it is possible? I want to bring this unit positive charge, test charge, plus 1 coulomb to pole, not this point P. Is it is possible to bring or to pick this charge plus 1 coulomb and to place it here at P? But we are learned about the charges. That is, the like charges are repulse each other, right? We are already studied about the charge, that is, the like charges are repulse. If I take this plus 1 coulomb and bring it to the point P, what happens? Is it is stay here at the point P? Is it stay at point P? Why you are remaining silent? You
No.
not understand? When I place the charge plus 1 coulomb at this point P, is it stay here or not?
No.
No. Why? Why it is not stay there?
It will repel.
Yes, it is. It get repelled by the positive charge present at Q, right? Because it is get repelled by the positive charge that is present at Q. So this is the condition that we are taken here. First of all, I consider a charge Q. It has a positive charge. And around this charge, there is an electric field is present. Inside this electric field, I consider another point P, and the distance of separation between this plus Q charge and P is taken as R. After that, I consider another point that is at infinity. At infinity, I place a unit positive test charge that is plus 1 coulomb. Now, I want to place this plus 1 coulomb charge into the point P. But my question is this, is it possible to kept this plus 1 coulomb charge at point P? Say yes or no. Why you are remaining silent? All of you, please switch on your video. It is not possible to keep this +1 Coulomb charge at point P because we are already studied the characteristics or a property of a charge. The like charges are repels. That is, if I plus the +1 Coulomb charge, it is get repelled by this positive charge, right? It is repelled by the positive charge that is we are placing at the point Q. That is it is repelled due to this positive charge of Q, right? So I cannot place this +1. I cannot bring this +1 Coulomb charge to the point P. So what I'm doing here, I want to apply some external force in order to bring this +1 Coulomb charge to point P, right? I want to give some external force to push this +1 Coulomb charge to point P, right? So if I am applying some force or I am doing some external work, what happens? This +1 Coulomb charge is moved from there and it is came here when I am applying some external force. But when I am removing that external force, what happens? Again, that +1 Coulomb charge is returning to its original position, that is at infinity. That is, only due to the presence of an external force, we can push that +1 Coulomb charge to the point P. But whenever I am removing that external force, what happens? That +1 Coulomb charge is returned to its original position, that is at infinity. Did you get the concept? That is just like the kids when you are in the opening day of the school. Along with their mother, the kids are happy and to stay at their class, right? But whenever the mother is leaving to home, what happens? The kids are started to cry and they are also leaving their mother, right? Just like that. Here, the +1 Coulomb is not ready to sit here at the point P because it is repelled by the positive charge Q. But whenever we are applying an external force or external work, what happens? This +1 Coulomb charge is moving and it is stay here. +1 Coulomb charge is here. But when we remove the force, again this +1 Coulomb charge is returning to its original position. Clear? Did you get the concept? Why you are
Yes, ma'am.
remaining silent? You didn't understand anything, that's why? Say at least yes or no.
Understood, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So this external work done, in order to bring this unit positive test charge from infinity to a particular point P is known as electrostatic potential. This is what is known as electrostatic potential. What is electrostatic potential? The external work done to bring a unit positive test charge. The work done to bring the unit positive test charge from infinity to a point in the electric field. Here this point P is placed in the electric field. So the external work done to bring a unit positive test charge from infinity to a point in the electric field against the electrostatic repulsion is known as electrostatic potential.
Ma'am,
Did you? Yes.
can you say slowly, ma'am?
Okay. Once again, I will say the definition. The electrostatic potential is the external work done. It is the work done. It is the work done to bring a unit positive test charge. It is the work done to bring a unit positive test charge from infinity to a point, from infinity to a point, from infinity to a point in the electric field, from infinity to a point in the electric field against the electrostatic force of repulsion. against the electrostatic force of repulsion. Okay, did you get the definition for electrostatic potential? It is the work done to bring a unit positive test charge from infinity to a point at electric field, infinity to a point in the electric field against the electrostatic force of repulsion is known as electrostatic potential. It is known as electrostatic potential. That is the work done to bring this +1 Coulomb charge to this point P. Where does this point P is situated? It is situated inside the electric field. And we are doing this external work against the electrostatic repulsion because a repulsive force is came from this plus Q charge. And we are doing this work done against this repulsive force. And this external work done to bring the +1 charge to point P is known as electrostatic potential. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I think it is clear for you, right? And here we are
Yes.
doing an external work. We are already say we are doing an external work in order to, 1 minute. We are doing an external work to bring the charge from +1 Coulomb to infinity. Whenever we are doing this or we are applying this external force or external work, then only the +1 Coulomb charge is stay here. Otherwise, it is returning to its original position, that is at infinity. Okay. So the external work done here is stored in the form of potential energy. The external work done is stored in the form of potential energy. Suppose you imagine the distance between the point P and infinity is represented by these dotted lines. Okay. Just listen here. The distance between this point P and that of this infinity is represented by this dotted line. And I consider the 2 points here. One is point A and other is point B. Now, our +1 Coulomb charge is placed here. I want to bring this +1 Coulomb charge from A to B. So what I am doing here, I am doing some external work done in order to bring this +1 Coulomb charge to B, right? I am doing some external work to transfer this +1 Coulomb charge from A to B. And this work is stored in the form of potential energy. The external work done to transfer the charge from one point to another point is stored in the form of a potential energy. So the potential energy corresponding to this point A is given by VA. Similarly, the potential energy corresponding to the point B is given by VB. Now, what is the work done? The work done here is stored in the form of potential energy. So we can consider the potential energy difference VB minus VA. It is nothing. It is the work done to transfer the charge from point A to point B. That is WAB. It is the work done to transfer the charge from point A to point B. Okay. So this is what is known by electrostatic potential. So here the electrostatic potential means it is the work done to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to a point in the electric field, and that work done is done against the electrostatic force of repulsion. That is what is meant by electrostatic potential. And here this potential, this work done is stored in the form of a potential energy. Suppose if you are considering 2 points in the electric field, that is A and B, the work done at the point A and B is nothing. It is the potential energy stored at that points. That is the potential energy corresponding to the point is VA, and the potential energy corresponding to the point B is VB respectively. Then the work done to move the charge from the charge A to B is given by VB minus VA, that is equal to WAB divided by Q, where WAB is the work done. It is the work done, and Q is the charge. Q is the charge. Okay. Whenever we are doing the work, then only that work done is stored in the form of potential energy. If we are removing the work, what happens? That potential energy is automatically converted into kinetic energy and it is returned to its original position. Clear? Is it is clear for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is potential? Can you recall the potential that we are, electric potential, we are already studied in 10th standard. Did you remember that? Potential is nothing, it is the voltage itself. It is the work done to bring a charge from one point to another point. Did you remember that we are already studied in the 10th standard, electric potential? It is the work done to bring a charge from one point to another point. Here we are discussing electrostatic potential. What do you mean by electrostatic potential? It is the work done to bring a unit positive test charge from infinity to a point in the electric field. Okay. And that work done is against the electrostatic force of repulsion. That is what is meant by electrostatic potential. And this electrostatic potential is represented by the letter V. The electrostatic potential is represented by the letter V. Then can you guess what about the unit, the standard unit of electrostatic potential? What is the unit of potential? Voltage, SI unit of potential. Yes. We are already studied in the 10th standard. What is the SI unit of potential?
Coulomb per
Voltage.
second.
Yeah, Coulomb per second. That is the unit that we are deriving from the equation. What is the SI unit of voltage? SI unit of voltage.
Watt.
Yes, it's volt, right? So voltage and potential both are same. You don't need to be confused. So here instead of electric potential, it is electrostatic potential. Electrostatic. Why it is meant by electrostatic? That is, it is deals the study of charges at rest. Actually, our unit positive charge plus 1 Coulomb is rest at infinite position. It is in a form of rest at infinity. And here we are applying an external force in order to bring this plus 1 Coulomb charge to the particular point P that is placed inside the electric field. Okay, that is why we are called it as electrostatic potential. In the case of electric potential, there is no external force is applied. Whenever the electric current is passing through the circuit, the charges are moving from one point to another. But in the case of electrostatic potential, here some external work is needed to be provided. Then only the unit positive test charge plus 1 Coulomb, which is situated at infinity, is moving from infinity to a particular point P inside the electric field. So initially the plus 1 Coulomb charge is in a form of rest. It is in a state of rest at the point of infinity. So at that time, we are applying a force. Whenever we are applying a force or some external work, then only the charge is moving from that point infinity to that of the point P inside the electric field. Clear? And here this work is done against the repulsive force. There is a force of repulsion is there. It is exerted by the plus Q charge. So here we are doing an external work or the external force is applied. That force is against this repulsive force. And thereby we are placing this plus 1 Coulomb charge at the point P. But when we are removing this force, what happens to this charge? It is again returning to that of the infinity. Clear? Is it is clear for you?
Yes. Yes,
Do you have any doubt with that electrostatic potential? You can ask, no problem. If it is clear for you, is the idea is clear? What do you mean by electrostatic potential? Electrostatic means it is the branch of physics that is deals with the electric charges at rest. And here we are discussing about the potential. Potential is nothing. It is the voltage. Okay, it is the voltage. But here we are discussing about electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential. If it is a simple potential, if this term is potential, then we can say it is the work done to carry the charge from one point to another. But here it is electrostatic potential. That means That is, the charge is initially at rest at infinity. And here we are doing some external work to transfer the charge from infinity to that particular point P in an electric field. And this work done is against the electrostatic force of repulsion. And this work done is nothing. It is known as the electrostatic potential. And it is represented by the letter V, and the SI unit is volt, V. And electric potential is a scalar quantity. Electric potential is a scalar quantity because it has only magnitude, it has no direction. Electric potential is a scalar quantity. I hope this is clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we can wind up this session. So we can discuss the next topic on the next period. Okay. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.